What up, guys? This is ECO YGO, and we're starting a new series to where my wife is pretty much going to build Yu-Gi-Oh decks that she thinks are competitive, and we're just going to go on. We're going to play test them, and she's going to keep on playing the same deck until we decide that she is competent with it. We will then take it to our locals and post the results there. The deck that she has built, and I'm really proud of her for it, is Shaddoll Dinosaur. So she's going to go up against my Ice Barriers, and we're going to see what happens. This is going to be her first time playing the Shaddoll Dinos inside an actual game. So cut my deck on. Now, we're using Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron. It's off to the side right here, off camera. Kind of wonky, I know. And we're using a condensed field layout because I'm left-handed. It's easier for me this way, and it's how I taught her. So our dice rolls are going to be off camera, so just bring it here so that people can see it. 6. 1. I will go first because if I can hand rip the dinos, I feel better about it. So 5-card hand. And good luck, babe. Let's see. I think we're just going to T-set and pass. For those of you who don't know, the T-set is just what it is. It's you set cards in a T formation. So, your turn, hon. And the goal of this series is to kind of get her to improve her skills. So we're going to start off a little slower, and then we'll ramp it up the more and more she gets confident in it. So expect these to be slow, grindy games. Hold your hand a little close to you. I can see it on the camera. Little closer. There you go. Shows he sets 1. You're also going to T-set. 2021? More like 2025. What the fuck? Fossil dig. Okay. And now, after these games, I will be correcting her with the footage and showing her what she could do better. And then, hopefully for that, she takes that advice and uses it into her next game going forward with this deck. Miscellaneosaurus. That makes me think that you have the Oviraptor. Because why would you get Misk if you don't have Oviraptor when Oviraptor is your play starter? No. Okay, so Fossil dig to the graveyard. Okay. What you got now? You can't summon anymore. Well, you can't normal summon anymore.
I will pass my turn.
I will draw for turn. Okay. So, I'm going to start off with normal summon Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Because you control a monster, I control an Ice Barrier. I'll spell summon General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. And I'll use General Wayne's effect to add an Ice Barrier spell or trap from my deck to my hand. Is that okay? Okay. So the Ice Barrier spell or trap I'm going to nab is a copy of Medallion, which I'll then activate Medallion to add an Ice Barrier monster from my deck to my hand. The Ice Barrier monster I want to nab is a copy of Prior of the Ice Barrier. There's my deck. Cut if you like. Here's the Prior. I'm then going to use Revealer, discard Prior to summon an Ice Barrier tuner. Grab me a copy of Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm going to take my Cryomancer and my General Wayne, and I'm going to synchro them off for level 7. And the level 7 I'm going to make is a copy of Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. What I'm going to do now is, because I control an Ice Barrier, special summon Speaker. And I'm going to overlay my Speaker and Revealer for a copy of Bahamut Shark. Detach the Speaker to summon Totally Awesome. Flip up my Freezing Chains in order to summon an Ice Barrier from my graveyard. And I will summon my... Scoot everything down to fit a little better. My Prior. Flip summon Duke Frog. And overlay my 2 level 2 Aquas for a second Totally Awesome. Battle phase. Gungnir at 25 into the set. Shaddoll Squamata. Let's see. So it's going to be flipped, so you can target 1 card in the field and destroy it. Toad. And that's my Toad of materials. So I'll tribute my Toad that doesn't have materials to negate that effect, and I will not take the Squamata. And I will return Toad. Okay. Totally Awesome for 2,200 directly. And I will pass my turn.
Draw.
Okay. Okay, Shaddoll Fusion.
Do I need to show you what I'm...
Well, because I have monsters from my extra deck summon, you can actually use the cards in your deck for your fusion summon. Now, normally I would negate it with Toad, but I want this to be a teaching moment for you, and I want you to resolve it, so go ahead. You gotta send the materials first. So you can look out, see which one you want to make, and then send your materials. But usually it's going to be a Shaddoll monster plus a monster of a different attribute. Construct is usually a good one to make in situations like this. Allows you to just start clearing boards. If you have a way to get Ultimate Conductor on field, then, Winda's just a game winner. Shiganaga at the point you're in's not good because you're not really going to be stopping summons. Open Poker One's also pretty dope.
Wendy.
Okay. Wendy's an excellent one to send. And now you need another Shaddoll. Or another monster with a different attribute. Okay. So there are 3 different ones you can make from this. You can either make Ariel. So you can either make Amonticelis, Wendigo, or Opapokalon. You want to go for Ogopogo? Okay, so now you have a chain going on of...
1, 2, 3.
Okay, and how do you want to order that?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So Wendy's going to go first in your stack. You're going to summon a Shaddoll monster in face up or face down defense position from the deck. And because you did it like that, you chain blocked it to where I can't use Toad to negate the Opapogo. I would negate the Wendy, and Wendy's not worth negating in this situation. Dragon. Face up or face down?
Face up.
You do know Shaddolls are flip monsters, right? So they go face
Yes.
down more often. Okay. Now, Ariel's going to allow you to banish 3 cards from anyone's graveyard. From mine. So here are your options. The 3 monsters. Okay. And now Opapogo, you can target and negate an effect. Toad, I figured. So now you can play freely without having to worry about Toad. Normal the Oviraptor, okay.
Send.
No. If you want to do that, you should have done that before you summoned that Ogopogo. Because I have nothing to negate the Oviraptor with now. Miscellaneous sources guarantee I can't mess up your dino. So if you're playing that now, go ahead. You're just going to make it easier for me because I can't do nothing already. But Oviraptor does have an effect you can use to send a dino from your deck to the graveyard. And this is why it's a teach-in series. So these are going to be slower games at first, but hopefully as time goes on, they're going to get faster and faster. And also, she has built this deck with very little encouragement. Like, very little decision-making on my process. There's one monster in particular you want to send. And it should be obvious when you see it. Okay. So you're going to send Overtext Quatless. What next? you just sent it without reading it?
Can add.
Speak louder so you
I can add an evolution pill to my hand.
There you go. We want your microphone to pick you up, remember? What you got now? Come on. You can do it. Okay. So you have to banish a dino and a non-dino from your graveyard. No deck. Don't pick up that deck. Okay, so Quatless and a non-dino. What you got?
Wendy.
Okay. I would have gone with the Squamata because Wendy's really useful. Okay, now you get to summon a dino from your deck. Do you know who you want to grab?
Yes.
Who?
I can't think of its name, but Tyranno.
Yes. Which Tyranno?
Ultimate Conductor.
Yeah. Okay. So now you have probably one of the best cards to ever come out of a structure deck with. What are you going to do with your Tyranno? You can destroy a card.
From my hand or field,
Uh-huh.
and then just bring it.
Uh-huh.
Everything gets turned face down.
Uh-huh.
I will discard Beast.
You'll destroy Beast.
And all yours get flipped to face down.
Okay.
And for Beast effect, draw one card.
Yes. There you go. Now, what you got now? Okay. Harpy's Feather Dust in my one card. What do you have now?
I will flip.
Can't. Because you said it this turn.
I will go into battle phase.
Okay.
25 into Froggy.
Did you not read your conductor? What does your conductor do? Are you reading the one you have in your hand now?
Yes.
I know you. So what does it do?
And so, conductor, battle,
Okay. Destroy, I take 1,000.
battle,
Destroy, I take 1,000.
battle.
Destroyed, I take 1,000.
25 direct.
Yep.
18 direct.
Yep.
And I will pass my turn.
Okay. Draw for turn. Let's see. I will normal summon Swap Frog.
Okay.
When yeah. Swap Frog effect. Add Duke Frog to my hand.
Okay.
Next, I'll return Swap Frog to my hand.
Yeah.
Allow me to get an additional normal summon on a frog.
Okay.
I will discard my Moonland Glacier, the Elemental Lord. Special swap. Swap effect. Send Ronin Totem.
On your main phase, I'm gonna use.
So on the
Conductor.
discard of Ronin Totem.
I'm gonna do Conductor Triangle and flip. And its effect.
That's going to be game right there on your next turn. So, we're only going to do this one game tonight because these games with her right now are going to drag on and we don't need an hour-long video. So, with what you just did right there, the slowness and the mistakes I have helped you walk through, do you think you've learned anything with the walkthrough?
I feel like I can do it faster.
You feel like you can do it faster? You think you can do it with less help?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think you can do it if I actually negated your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, that is the first duel of the Wife Progression series. Thank you guys. Keep on rocking. ECO signing off.